I had been working for various people all over the place, like Tom Ford and bits of work for Marc Jacobs and various other freelance companies. And I got to the point where I knew I'd always wanted to have my own business. And I've been quite poorly, and it wasn't kind of like an epiphany moment, but I thought, do you know what? Now's the time just to get on with it and start it. So spent about 6 months getting everything all set up, all the kind of business and all the background aspects. I think it was good that I'd worked in a number of other places before setting up, so I kind of knew how I didn't want something to be done and hopeful ways of which that they could be done. I think the more kind of freedom you give people, the nicer and better the work is that you get from them. And I think when you're working as a big team, which is what I have, you need to get the best out of everybody, and that's the best way for it. Even though you don't just say, oh, today's Inspiration Day, you've got to find time to go and see galleries, go and see bands, look through books in the British Museum, wherever it is you want to go. And I think you've to find it really enjoyable. You can't be doing something like that if you're not enjoying it. So you never really think of it as work in that manner. So it means that you have to do a lot of it over evenings, weekends, a lot of internet research, and just to kind of really keep things moving along, because it's always a work in progress. There's certain things, like kind of music and art and film that I very much like, but it's also, a lot of it is about sitting and thinking and doing some drawing and seeing something peculiar somewhere, and just you kind of teach your brain to pick up on certain things. Certain things can then become very special and unique to you that you find inspiring. It can be turning an everyday object into something very beautiful, or whatever the thing is that works within your kind of aesthetic nature. I've worked on many projects, and I think one that really shines for me was the one that I worked with Jeremy Deller on last year. He's an old friend of mine, and he's a wonderful artist, representing Britain at the Venice Biennale. And it was a project to do with the it's called Fashion in Motion. It was I can't remember its full name, but we can have a look on that. It was with Jeremy Deller, and it was in relation to the part of the Olympics last year. We made a kind of shamanic Boudica sort of character with a team of athletic runners who were all kind of wearing running outfits, all-in-one running outfits that were inspired by William Morris. I think it would be super to collaborate with something like NASA. I bet the NASA laboratories, if you get access to them, have the most amazing, inspiring, unusual projects that they've never really got off the ground yet, and bananas materials. So it'd be quite a treat to have a look around there.